We're here at the SL shop open day, joined by my beautiful wife and ever helpful assistant, Grace. Which one of these would you have? What do you mean that one? Pagoda? What about the 190 SL? If you are into SLs, there's probably nowhere in the world where you will see more SLs. Most of these will be customer cars, but at any one time they have got hundreds of SLs that they're working on and selling. And also our new family car, darling. I don't know what you think.
It's nice.
It must be good. The boss is looking at it.
Right. Yeah, good, thanks.
Is this your new car?
It is indeed.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, you are a man of style and taste. Have you still?
I don't know about that look. A man of luck, not style and taste.
Have you still got the Pagoda?
No, that's gone to a new custodian.
A new home. I was thinking of one of these because once you start getting pesky kids and stuff like that, like we had the
Pesky kids.
Yeah. Think of this then as our next family car.
It's very nice.
The back is just like the Pagoda, isn't it?
I love
It's really
this
nice.
number plate. I love the
New
font.
roof. I love the fact you can get a whole Hamlet. That's for clipping down the soft top tonneau cover. So Grace was asking me what my dream car was, and it's probably a 300 SL, and they have one here in the SL shop. What's the story of this car then?
It's a lovely vehicle.
So this is a car that you've maintained for years. 1.3 million. Now these are not cheap. I remember when I was working and I bought my Pagoda, one of these came up for auction and it was £120,000, which back then was expensive. But here at the SL shop, it's amazing that they do 300 SLs because it's quite a specialist job sorting out the engines on these cars. They're not that easy, but when you look at the new Teslas and the flush handles, of course this is 1950s technology here. Gorgeous car, of course not cheap, a mere 1.3 million, but as they say, you can't put a price on style. It's probably an unfair comparison, but this was the poor man's version of the 300 SL. These are still 100,000 to 200,000 plus, especially in this kind of condition, and I think they look absolutely gorgeous, especially in black. Wow, you do not see that every day. An Albanian registration. Normally we go to Albania to visit our hubcaps. This car's obviously in need of some TLC. You can see that
Scratch.
there's certain
Scratch this.
bits and pieces. It would look
The
be
trim
an
is
American
taped on as well.
import, originally a 560. If you wanted to buy one of these R107s or Pagodas and you weren't sure what colour or what colour interior, etc., just taking a day trip to the SL shop up near Stratford-on-Avon, you will see just about every colour scheme of SL you could possibly hope for. What do you think of that colour there? You're almost colour coordinated with it. That's a very unusual colour. Actually offer hardtop storage here. And notice they've got new ramps which you can stack 3 cars. They also do winter storage for SLs, which is quite useful because these cars do rust and leak like buckets. Quite unusual to see a black one of those. So if you want to store your car for winter, this is one of the facilities here. What are the plugs here? Are these sort of trickle chargers or
Trickle
something?
chargers, yes.
And they're actually undercover as well, so that they
Yes.
don't get covered in dust. Which
Exactly,
is,
yes.
Do you take them for a drive at all, or is that?
Yeah, so well, obviously you see the drip trays as well, so you don't get the leakage from the hose
absolutely.
to avoid leakages coming down.
Well, this is what you can expect to see from one of these SLs that hasn't been looked after or stored outside. We did a whole series of videos on replacing just that strut there, but if you are thinking of buying one of these, don't be fooled by a shiny body and exterior. Take it to somewhere like the SL shop or get it up on a ramp and actually look at these things, because these cells, to replace all of this, the jacking points, is a huge, expensive job, and you may never, ever get the value of the car back. It's quite a good opportunity to have a look at one of the bulkheads. Obviously this side has been done on this particular car, but if you've got a 107 SL, when you take the wings off, you will invariably find all of this rusted out, like this here for example, and that's exactly the problem we've got on our 280 SL. Water runs down here, you get grit blocking up these drain holes here, and then this whole section here rusts away. And this is obviously the lower sill section, and if your sill holes are blocked, what happens is all the water off the windscreen just runs and fills up the sills with water, and they end up rusting out. So last time I was here, they did not have all of this equipment here, and I heard rumours that they were going to buy up some equipment to actually be able to do the old injection pump. So what's going on here?
So this is our Bosch fuel injection pump for the testing.
We have a closer look.
Yes, you can indeed.
Is this about the only place in the UK that you can actually test these Bosch injection pumps? These are the ones you'd get on Pagodas and various other cars of that.
Yes, they can be on various cars like the Porsches, old Astons, a lot of the old Mercs.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, I think we're one of 3 people who are doing it now.
So you used to have to send them off, but you've actually got all the stuff in here now.
Yeah. So
wow.
The machine that we got here was the people that we actually sent them off to. But unfortunately he was retiring, so we brought him out, and he's now teaching us how to do them.
Wow. And do you get people sending stuff from abroad to you,
Yes,
or is it just UK?
Quite a lot of the abroad ones as well.
Did you have to take on extra technicians to do all of this, train people up, or are there people here that already understand?
Dan, our master tech, who's unfortunately not here today.
Yeah, I think I saw him last time.
He is currently doing it all by himself.
Wow, okay.
This is good.
We're not working on customer cars. The SL shop also have their own projects that they're working on. That's their track car, race car that we've seen before, but this is something we've not seen before. Front almost looks like a Jaguar. This is a 450 SLC, vinyl wrapped in that matte grey. I love it. But look at the size of that rear windscreen. A lot of these 450 SLCs just get scrapped for parts because they normally rust away, but this one looks great. What do you think of this engine, Grace?
Yeah.
Oh wow, they have, look at that, electronic
Dusty,
plugs, separate throttle bodies to get maximum airflow. So I imagine this is going to be some fantastic pimped up car when it's finished. This is one of our subscribers' cars. One of those cars that looks absolutely gorgeous until
You get close to it.
you get closer, and then you see the first telltale signs. This side isn't actually too bad, is it? When you spin around and to the other side, sorry to put my arm around you like that, people will start talking. Once again, if you're ever buying a car and you see these telltale signs here and here, by the time you take all of this off, you probably discover worse to come. But these cars are gorgeous. So this is actually 1989, isn't it? So this is the last year they made these. It's amazing, depending on what sort of life they lived. You got this up in Scotland, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
The climate is not
meant to be in a garage the whole time.
Yeah, that's like my SL55. It's only ever spent 3 days outside of the garage, but it's still rusty underneath it. This will be amazing when you finished it. Justin, it's nice to meet you. Enjoy your lunch. We might stalk you to the same restaurant, you never know.